In today's episode, we will embark on a journey to unravel the secrets of basil that was mentioned in the Holy Quran, where God Almighty said,
والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
Basil is an aromatic plant which has several benefits and was mentioned twice in the Holy Quran. When the Book of God mentions the name of a plant, it becomes necessary to stop and contemplate and try to search for information, secrets, and insights that might be discovered. In the verse explaining the meaning of basil, then for him is rest and bounty and a garden of pleasure, the Qurtubi said, each herb with a nice aroma was named basil, meaning relaxation, because a person relaxes to its sweet smell. Some analysts also said that basil was mentioned to mean heaven. Basil was also explained as the plant that can be smelled. Fairuzabadi also mentioned in his book, basil is all what has an aroma of a plant. An Arab was asked, "Where to?" He answered, "I'm asking for God's basil," meaning sustenance. Basil is an aromatic tropical plant grown in home gardens and pots. There are more than 60 types of basil around the world used in recipes, food flavoring, and in the manufacturing of perfume. It's also considered to be a widely used old spice, utilized to treat many diseases in ancient medicine, where it is believed that it was discovered during the 5th millennium BC.
Basil is an herb that belongs to the Shafawiyya family. It is widely known in European countries, especially Italy. It is known that it's rich in iron, vitamin K, vitamin C, magnesium, and omega-3. Basil is used as a main spice in many regions, especially in Middle Eastern countries, as well as Greece, the Levantine, and many others. It is also known that there are types of basil that can be a little sour because they contain limonene, or they can be close in taste to cloves.
In ancient times, basil in Europe was placed in the hands of the dead before burying them, hoping to give them a safe journey. The ancients used it in their treatments where it was engraved on the walls of the pharaonic temples. Europeans used basil in the 17th century to treat colds, warts, pimples, and intestinal worms. In India, it was inserted in the mouths of the dead to ensure their safe journey to God. And in Africa, it was used to repel scorpions. Basil is considered as the symbol of hospitality in India and the symbol of love in Italy. Basil is originally found in India, and from there it spread to the Middle East and all the countries of the world. Basil has many names, such as habak, rihan al-malek, rihan al-mahalam, and many others. The ancient Egyptians used to call it shamo, and in Levant countries it's called habak, while in the Arab Gulf states it's called mashmum. Basil was used in the Arabian Peninsula as a perfume, and on special occasions an aromatic colored basil twig was placed on the heads of women as an ornament. Basil has been known for its great variety since ancient times, where it was used in the manufacturing of aromatic oils and in the manufacturing of fragrance compounds. It was also used as a herb for cooking and as an ornamental plant, and it is widely cultivated in the Arabian Peninsula. Moreover, basil extracts are used in traditional medicines, in addition to their use in insecticides, fungicides, and antiseptics.
Basil is rich in antioxidants, so it provides a natural immunity against many types of cancers. Basil is also used as a painkiller since it's a natural anesthetic. It's used in many other things, such as manufacturing of perfumes, since it's rich in oils that are extracted for that purpose. It also plays the role of an ornamental plant. It is a beautiful herb that has a white or purple flower. We can only see this herb in spring and summer because it's a seasonal plant.
Among the most famous types of basil used for decoration is the Greek basil, which is considered as an annual ornamental plant. It is planted in the spring and summer seasons, on sunny spots on the balconies, in light soils or sandy soils with good drainage, where the plant can reach up to 1 meter in height. Basil leaves might be decorative, and they are distinguished by their resistance to drought. These plants are purple with pale pink flowers. Thai basil is an annual plant. It can reach up to approximately 50 centimeters in height. It has small leaves, purple stems, and the flowers might have the color of lavender or might be white. It imparts a wonderful aroma like anise and is often used in cooking. It also contains camphor-rich oils. Camphor basil. This type is distinguished by its oval, silver-gray leaves. It can reach up to more than 1 meter in height. It's unlike the traditional basil, but it is considered as an ornamental plant. Cinnamon basil. This type is characterized by its glossy, serrated, dark green leaves and purple veins. And it produces small pink flowers. It smells aromatic. And relatively speaking, it needs to be exposed to sunlight for a long period of time that ranges from 6 to 8 hours a day. It has a spicy taste. It is used in preparing tea, baked products, biscuits, pies, pastas, salads, jelly, and vinegar. French basil. This variety is distinguished by its sweet flavor, its dark green leaves, and it is good for drying. As for the most popular types of basil used in foods and in cuisines is the holy basil. This is considered as an aromatic type and lives only for a short period of time. It is highly sensitive to frost. It distinguishes itself by having small purple flowers and thin oval-shaped green leaves, where small purple bristles cover its stems. In addition to that, it has brown-colored fruits and smells like anise or cloves. It is worth noting that holy basil is used in cooking, in preparing tea, and in salads. It's planted around the temples in India. As for the American basil, it has smooth light green or dark green leaves. It has white or pink flowers that smell like cloves and taste like anise, but this depends on the age of the leaves. It can also be around 75 centimeters in height. American basil is used in cooking, in green salads, with meat, with pastas, in tomato dishes, with pizzas, in pesto sauces, and with eggs. This species is usually picked before flowering, and it is planted in a well-drained soil. Bees usually have a high preference for this type of basil to collect nectar. Bosch basil. This type is characterized by its moderate taste and is used for cooking. Its leaves and flowers are eaten fresh or dried. Bosch basil. This type is characterized by its moderate taste and is used for cooking. Its leaves and flowers are eaten fresh or dried. It smells like cloves. It is also used to manufacture mosquito repellents and herbal medicines to treat digestive system problems, nausea, and helps against gas release. Basil contains many important nutrients for the human health, including vitamin K, which is one of the most important vitamins for the body. It has a great role in maintaining healthy bones and tissues. It also helps in the manufacturing of necessary proteins to aid against blood clotting, where a severe lack of vitamin K may cause bleeding. Basil also contains vitamin A, which is important for eyesight, growth, cell division, and immunity. In addition to its antioxidant properties, which helps to reduce the damage caused by free roots. It also contains manganese, which is one of the factors that come with many enzymes. Through the work of these enzymes, manganese aids the work of amino acids, cholesterol, and carbohydrates. It contributes with bone-building processes and immune response. Manganese can also play a role against blood clotting due to its bond with vitamin K.
Basil has various important health benefits, starting from keeping the heart and the veins healthy. It helps against intestinal and stomach diseases, particularly indigestion. Some cultures use it to treat insomnia and anxiety. It is a naturally effective mouthwash and antiseptic that contains chemical substances that improve oral health. It has valuable nutritional benefits because it is rich in omega-3, iron, magnesium, vitamin C, and vitamin K. We must avoid consuming excessive amounts of basil since it has a few unhealthy substances that can be carcinogenic if used in large amounts. Therefore, we advise consumers of this herb to have it in small amounts due to its magnificent health benefits, but not to consume large quantities.
Among the amazing benefits of the basil herb is that it helps to reduce oxidative stress, where it contains antioxidants such as anthocyanin and beta-carotene. Antioxidants are important for the eradication of free radicals from the body, which are unstable molecules that develop as a result of body metabolism and other natural processes. If free radicals accumulate in the body, oxidative stress will occur, which may lead to cell damage and might cause diseases. Numerous scientific studies have linked oxidative stress with an increased risk of developing chronic diseases such as heart disease, cancers, and diabetes. Basil also has a positive effect on liver health. Eating a certain type of basil herb, specifically the holy basil, can help reduce depression and anxiety. Consuming this herb may also reduce blood sugar levels, especially if you are suffering from pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. However, it is necessary to consult the physician before including this herb into your diet, especially for those who take medication to reduce blood sugar levels. Among the benefits of basil is that it contributes to lower cholesterol levels in the blood through targeting the metabolism, thus reducing the amount of fat, which in turn affects high cholesterol levels. Eating basil also helps in maintaining many health benefits, where it reduces the possibility of losing memory associated with old age. It reduces the risk of stroke. It contributes with lowering blood pressure for people suffering from high blood pressure. It reduces the risk of developing some types of cancer, such as breast, colon, and pancreatic cancer. It also limits the growth of bacteria that cause tooth decay. It has a great role in treating acne. It contributes to treating the loss of appetite. It helps in getting rid of stomach gases. It maintains the health of the kidneys. In general, eating basil is considered safe, but it's important to take into account some cases when consuming it. For pregnant and breastfeeding women, it is considered safe for them to consume basil in reasonable quantities. But if consumed in large quantities, it can be quite harmful. It is considered safe for children to eat basil, but it should not be excessive. Oils and basil extracts may slow down the blood clotting and decrease the risk of bleeding in people who suffer from bleeding. The extracts of the basil herb help reduce blood pressure levels. Therefore, people who suffer from low blood pressure should take that into consideration. Some people suffer from an allergy to basil, and therefore it is necessary to beware of those who are sensitive to this herb and avoid it. But the benefits of basil are not exclusive to the use of its leaves, but the seeds are also used to extract an oil known as the famous oil of basil. Which is used in manufacturing many types of perfumes, soaps, and disinfectants. Our Almighty God has created and proportioned, and has given to man what provides him great benefit on the various health, psychological, and economic levels. Here we stand to reflect on the creations of God the Almighty, and let us realize some